Her secret online boyfriend crashed her marriage. Part 1. Ava had always been a hopeless romantic. Growing up in a small town where everyone knew everyone, her love life was predictable and uninspiring. That was until she met Liam online. It started innocently enough, a casual chat in a travel forum. He was witty, charming, and had a mysterious allure. Liam was from a different city, living a fast-paced life filled with adventure. Conversations turned to daily chats, then late-night video calls. Their connection was undeniable. But there was one problem. Ava was engaged to Daniel, a kind-hearted man who had loved her since high school. Their families were thrilled about the upcoming wedding, and everything seemed perfect, on the surface. Deep down, Ava couldn't shake her feelings for Liam. He was everything Daniel wasn't: spontaneous, daring, and unpredictable. Still, she convinced herself that it was just an online fantasy. Liam didn't belong to her real world, and Daniel was the safe, logical choice. The wedding day arrived with all the grandeur expected. The church was filled with family and friends, flowers adorned every corner, and Daniel stood at the altar, smiling nervously. Ava, dressed in a stunning white gown, took a deep breath as the music began to play. But just as she took her first step down the aisle, the church doors swung open with a loud bang. Gasps echoed through the room as Liam walked in, dressed sharply in a tailored suit, his eyes locked on Ava. Whispers rippled through the crowd. "Who is that? Isn't that the guy from Ava's social media posts?" Ava's heart raced. She felt frozen, torn between shock and disbelief. Liam strode confidently down the aisle, oblivious to the stares. "You can't marry him, Ava," Liam declared, his voice firm but filled with emotion. "Not when you're in love with me." The room fell into stunned silence. Daniel's face paled, his smile fading into confusion and heartbreak. Ava's parents looked mortified, while the guests exchanged bewildered glances. Ava's throat tightened as she tried to find words. "Liam, this can't be happening." "It has to happen," Liam insisted, his voice cracking. "We've spent months building something real. You know it, and I know it. Don't throw it away because you're afraid of what people will think." Daniel's voice cut through the tension. "Ava, is this true?" Tears welled in her eyes as guilt and regret washed over her. "Daniel, I never meant for this to happen. I love you, but..." Liam awakened something in me I didn't know was missing. The room remained silent, the weight of her confession hanging heavily in the air. Daniel clenched his jaw, his voice steady but filled with pain. "Then I guess there's nothing left to say." He turned and walked out of the church, leaving Ava standing in the ruins of what was supposed to be her perfect day. Liam reached for her hand. "We can start over, Ava. Together." She hesitated, her heart torn between the mess she had made and the possibility of a future with Liam. "I need time," Ava whispered, stepping back. "This is too much." The guests began to leave, murmuring their opinions and judgments. Ava stood alone in the aftermath of her choices, realizing that love, whether safe or wild, always came with consequences. And sometimes, even the grandest love stories had messy beginnings. Moral of the story: love can be unpredictable and messy, but honesty and courage are the foundations of any true relationship.